Welcome back to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium here at Doha. This is the last league match, the match number 15 of the league stage of the Qatar T10 League 2019 to be played between Pearl Gladiators and Heat Stormers. The last league match will decide the last semi-finalist. Look at that, Swift Gallopers already at the top, cemented their place there. Number 2 or number 3 is going to be Falcon Hunters for sure. Desert Riders is already qualified. So Flying Oryx, Heat Stormers and Pearl Gladiators, one of these three teams will be the fourth semi-finalist for sure. Heat Stormers are going to face Pearl Gladiators. And the winner of this match may go to the semi-final, may not, if their net run rate is below than that of Flying Oryx. So calculators will be out. Plenty of permutations and combinations will come into play. Crowd waiting for the next 20 overs, waiting to know which is going to be the last semi-finalist of this league. That goes to show how tough this league has been so far. The last game was played between Flying Oryx and Swift Gallopers. Gallopers won their fourth game on a trot, this time by 27 runs. Well, Ravi Singh is already waiting in the middle with Talal Ahmed Khan. VIP gallery is also full today because this is the last day, the last game of the league stage. 4 games have been won by Swift Gallopers and Falcon Hunters. Desert Riders have won 3 games. There you see anxious faces. Manpreet Singh Goni, the captain of Heat Stormers, he knows if they can win by a certain margin, they can reach the semi-finals. Well, their calculators are out, calculating the net run rate. That will matter a lot now. So Heat Stormers have not won a single game so far. Pearl Gladiators also winless. But if the match ends in tie, it will be Flying Oryx flying to the semi-finals. But see the irony, even one win can take you to the semi-finals. Mohammad Sami patrolling his troops, trying to motivate them. Well, Qatar is definitely a beautiful country. We have seen a beautiful stadium, a wonderful crowd, and Qatar is a must-visit country for you. You should come to this country. Qatar is truly mesmerizing. And Qatar T10 League 2019 has impressed all of us. The last match, the match number 15th, is about to begin between Pearl Gladiators and Heat Stormers. They are waiting anxiously for that match to begin. So are we. And our colleague Ravi Singh is ready with the toss. Over to you, Mr. Singh.
Decider lined up between Heat Stormers and Pearl Gladiators. Both teams can qualify, but we are down to the calculators now. But before we get the calculators out, time for toss. We've got the match manager Aminul Islam as well. The coin.
This is head and this is tail. Who is going to spin the coin?
So Talal Ahmed of Heat Stormers will toss.
This is tail.
Tails. So Sami has won the toss. What have you decided?
I'm going to go bat first.
You want to set a target, and what kind of a target are you looking at?
Definitely we have to win this match and with a certain margin. So definitely put some total on the board and we'll see if we get them out early and make that happen.
Well, all the best to you. Talal Ahmed, पहली बार captain. बहुत ही tense situation है. Must win.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for us, and we will try our 100% to win this game today. And let's hope for the best.
Well, did you realize at the start of the tournament that you could be in this kind of a situation?
Well, not really. I never had an idea about this, but I will give my 100%. All the boys are ready, and actually we wanted to bowl first, so we got what we wanted. So the start is good, and we hope for the best.
Well, all the best to you as well. So the news from the center is that Pearl Gladiators have won the toss and decided to bat first.
Thank you, Ravi. So this is the squad for both the teams. Pearl Gladiators will bank on Adnan, Ilyas, Mukhtar, Ahmed, Faisal Khan for batting, and Philip Joseph, Mehran Khan, recent all-rounders. Sami being their captain, very experienced bowler. And Heat Stormers, of course, have a big name missing. MS Ghoni is not seen in their squad, so Talal Ahmed Khan is their captain. Scott Edwards, the wicketkeeper from Netherlands, and the hard-hitting batsman in Andri Berenger. Satvir Singh is a decent all-rounder. So is Gayan Budika. Pearl Gladiators, with the new captain Talal Ahmed, they have won the toss and will bat first. They are waiting. They cannot wait for the last league match to begin. It is all boiled down to the last game to see who is our fourth semi-finalist. The calculators are going to come out because it will be after the first innings when we will get the exact equation that what is that exact margin of victory for both the teams if they want to qualify. Remember, Heat Stormers and Pearl Gladiators are yet to win a game in this league. Their one game was washed out because of rain. And Heat Stormers, as we were talking about, MS Ghoni is not in their playing squad. That's why Ravi had Talal Ahmed Khan with him as a captain. The lookalike of Ishant Sharma. Ravi, welcome back to the Combox.
Thank you, Sunil. And Heat Stormers have got their task absolutely easy. Win and go through. That is the target for them. Pearl Gladiators need to win big time because they are certainly going to be under a lot of pressure.
Heat Stormers with a net run rate of -2.3, Flying Gorex -2.0. So Heat Stormers need to win, of course, with some margin. We'll have to wait and see what that margin comes after the first innings. And MS Ghoni is not in their side, but we are going to take a short break. We'll be back very soon. Yes, बाहर अंदर कोई Welcome back. It's the last league match of the Qatar T10 Cricket League. Pearl Gladiators are taking on Heat Stormers. Remember, Heat Stormers have a better chance to qualify for the semi-finals. Pearl Gladiators are also not out of the race. This is their squad. One change in the Heat Stormers lineup. Their regular skipper, MS Ghoni, is not playing today. Talal Ahmed Khan is their captain. So Heat Stormers are facing some heat even before the match has begun. And as far as the Pearl Gladiators are concerned, well, they're going to bat first. This is the team of the Heat Stormers without MS Ghoni. Satvir is a decent all-rounder. And of course, they will bank on their bowlers. Gayan Budika can bowl a bit. The batsmen are getting ready. They will have to put up a fighting total, a decent total. And after their batting, after the first innings, we will come to know exactly what is the equation for both the teams to qualify for the semis. The umpires are waiting in the middle. So Heat Stormers have already played 4 games, have won nothing, lost 3 games. 1 game was washed out because of rain. That was the day 3, if I can remember. Both the games were washed out because of heavy rain. After that, we have had a very, very good tournament where the gods have been really merciful. So both the openers are making their way to the middle. The task absolutely cut out. Give the team a good start. Build up a good partnership. Make use of the first 3 overs of the power play. The new captain, Talal Ahmed Khan, already the big challenge in front of him. Not only he needs to win the game, also he should keep an eye on the calculators, on the net run rate of all the teams. Faisal Khan not much successful in this Qatar T10 so far. Highest of 27. Strike rate below 100. This is his 3rd innings. Has made 27, 0 and 0. Mukhtar Ahmed on the other side, playing his 2nd game. Made just 5 runs in the last game. So openers not in good form. Who is starting to bowl? We'll have to wait and see. It's Gayan Budika who will start the first over. 3 wickets under his kitty. Economy rate not much economical, 13.25. So a bit delayed start for this game because both the teams were calculating the net run rates. And then we got to know that they will have to wait for the first innings to get over. So Pearl Gladiators, after winning the toss, they have elected to bat first. And the man who conducted the toss, so Mr. Singh, is joining me again in the comm box. Welcome back, Ravi.
Thank you, Sunil. Gayan Budika has got the ball with him, and to take strike is Mukhtar. Mukhtar Ahmed. Ajanta Mendes with the ball. Gayan Budika has got the ball to get us underway. So batting first, Pearl Gladiators have decided that they will bat first, setting a target. Single.
I mean, normally we see otherwise. When a situation is like that, normally teams decide to bat second, so they know exactly how many runs to make in how many overs to qualify. But Sami perhaps thought otherwise.
Well, I think that they feel better that they can control that winning margin, which is about 64 runs or so. So they feel that that would be a better option for them. After all, Sami being a bowler would know he can control things. Swings it over, 4 runs, first boundary of the innings.
Good start for Faisal Khan, who has not done much so far in this league. That ball was asking to be punished. And that area, that deep fine leg, deep square leg area is totally vacant. Made full use of that.
Certainly taking advantage of the short delivery. Pulled it away to the backward square. This time edge past the third man fielder. Can't stop it. 4 runs. Doesn't matter how they come as long as they keep coming. Pearl Gladiators progressing rapidly. Outside edge flies past the keeper. Third man inside the 30-yard circle. No chance for him either.
2 boundaries, both behind the wickets for Faisal Khan.
Gayan Buddhika looks long and hard at Faisal. Not happy at all. No bowler is happy when hit for a boundary. This time past the bat. To the almighty swing from Faisal Khan. Bowled by the back-to-back boundaries. He's trying to get one over the boundary.
Going after everything. Faisal Javed Khan, full name. He is very experienced cricketer. 44 years old.
Well, definitely knows what is required of him in this game. Pearl Gladiators need a big total because the winning margin has got to be 60 plus. That's how tough it is.
Shot and punished again, this time straight into the dugout of their opponents. That's a statement from Faisal.
Certainly a statement from Faisal Khan. Short delivery once again, asking for punishment on the leg stump. Hit straight into the dugout. Good that the man moved off his seat. Went smack in the middle.
Faisal Khan telling Heat Stormers, get out of my way. Not just the 11 men, but the extras also.
Well, that's how keen they are. Let's not forget that this is their only chance of getting into the knockouts. Last delivery coming up.
Faisal swings again. Good start for him. 15 without loss after first over.
Well, one of the prime movers behind this tournament, Sajjad Chaudhary, the bearded man, is deep in conversation with the technical director of the QCA. Batsman also deep in conversation. VIP box well populated.
Last game of the league stage of Qatar T10 Cricket League. It's Amir Raza to bowl the second over. Local lad. And we have seen some very promising talent as far as Qatar is concerned. 1 for 28, his best so far.
Well, that's the only wicket he's got in the tournament. And tonight he will want to pick up a few. Heat Stormers have got their task very simple. Win and go through.
Their task is also very clear. Eat, drink and enjoy. That's what this sport is all about. Bring your burgers, hot dogs, bottle of water, cold drinks and have fun at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium.
There you see the VIP box. Watching the action, possibly discussing the pros and cons. Semi-finals are scheduled for Sunday. Finals to be played on Monday.
I can see Punjab on the helmet. Mukhtar on strike.
Not Kings 11. It's Punjab Faridkot. Oh, bailed out Raja Amir last minute in the bowling stride. All right, on the last step, possibly skidded. Spikes didn't catch.
There you go. Oh, the back leg, the back foot, not in fact tilted a little. The shot, but the line was good. But more importantly, Mukhtar rotated the strike.
This is the previous over. Started off with a boundary. Then another boundary, edged to third man. Finished off the proceedings with a 6 into the dugout of the opponents. Heat Stormers will be put under pressure by Faisal Javed Khan.
Born in Lahore, played international cricket for Qatar. 15 T20 internationals for the experienced man. Goes big again, goes over the infield. There's a man under it, and what a good catch it is. Faisal Javed Khan will have to depart after that short fireworks.
Well, indeed, it was a cameo from Faisal Khan, but this time, ball pitched up a little, couldn't get underneath, couldn't get the distance behind it, and good running catch there by Imraz Rafi, and Faisal Khan departs, gone for 14. Pearl Gladiators 16 for 1.
The last game of the league stage. Pearl Gladiators and Heat Stormers are yet to win a game so far. And as their luck would have it, the only win may take them to the playoffs. That will happen tomorrow. Adnan is the new man in.
Adnan Ilyas, it is, coming in. Pearl Gladiators won the toss, decided to bat first. Faisal Khan for 14. Good over coming from Raja Amir. There's the wicket for you. Ball pitched closer to the batsman, and that did not allow him to get the distance behind it, and a good running catch by Imraz Rafi. Judged it very well on the run. Not the easiest to judge it against the night sky. And look at the celebrations. They know they need a win to go through to the last 4.
And win by a certain margin. Will be a single. So both the teams have a point each. A win will take them to 3 points. And Flying Oryx already are on 3 points, so we'll have to calculate the net run rate.
There you see the Oryx manager sipping his cup of tea. Wouldn't be comfortable in his seat. Would be praying for a narrow victory for Gladiators so that they can go. And even the Swift Gallopers are quite nervous. They want to know who their opponent is.
Well, they are certainly at the top. They will remain there. Falcons number 1. Gallopers number 1. Hunters are at number 2. Top 3 teams are decided. Gallopers, Hunters, Riders.
Good over from Ahmed, just given away that 1 run so far in his 5 deliveries, and also picked up the wicket of the dangerous looking Faisal Khan. Normally teams leave after their match, especially the first match, but today neither team has left. Oryx because they want to know whether they're playing tomorrow, and the Swift Gallopers, who are they playing tomorrow?
There they are. Mogis Pajwa just went outside with a cup of tea. Was smiling. Swing and a miss from Adnan Ilyas. Good over from Raja Amir. 1 run and a wicket from it. 17 for 1 after 2.
Crowd loving it here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. This is the final league game. Kamran Akmal there, deep in conversation with Sajjad Chaudhary, possibly wanting to know what the playing conditions are for the semi-finals, and also wants to know who the likely opponents are tomorrow.
Faisal Khan already back to the dugout with a short cameo. Hit 2 boundaries and a 6 in the first over. Got out in the second. So Mukhtar and Adnan Ilyas right now on the crease. Last over of the power play.
Bowlers Batin Shah of Afghanistan. Batin Shah wearing shirt number 18, and facing him will be Mukhtar Ahmed of Pakistan. Good international flavour to this tournament. Indian Manpreet Singh Dhoni was leading the side, but today not playing for Heath Stormers.
That ball beat the outside edge, called a wide. Batin Shah comes from Nangarhar in Afghanistan. Has played 12 domestic T20 games. Can bat as well. Has picked 11 T20 level wickets.
Well, certainly knows a thing or two, because he got good swing on that first delivery. Although way outside the off stump, going further away. So no doubts in the mind of umpire Prasanna Haran to declare that a wide.
Once again, that lateral movement, away movement.
Well, this time it was well inside that indicative tram line. So see that ball pitching well inside, but it's already moving away. Good swing there. Got both the deliveries to move away from Mukhtar Ahmed. Now the challenge is to bring one back in.
Let's see what he does on the next ball. So as I was saying, that he is from Nangarhar in Afghanistan. That's the name of a province there. The capital is Jalalabad. And that's a reply from the batsman Mukhtar Ahmed. Hit straight for the first boundary for the batsman.
Well, Mukhtar Ahmed now deciding to get on with it. Mid-off and mid-on, both inside the 30-yard circle. So that shot was definitely on. If you hit straight, got a good chance that you will get 4 runs. And that's exactly what Mukhtar did. Hit straight behind the bowler.
So what makes me more interested in Batin Shah, apart from his away swing, is that his city Jalalabad reminds me of another Jalalabad, which is in Punjab area of India. Again, that away movement. Good comeback from Batin.
The outswinger working very well for Batin Shah. Swinging it out away from the right-hander. VIP box glued to the action. Nobody wants to miss anything.
4 runs so far in this over. Projection 88 runs if they keep on scoring like that. Straight to the man at fine leg in the circle. Batin Shah strikes on the 4th delivery of his spell. Mukhtar Ahmed will have to go.
Again, it was an outswinger, but started on leg stump. So the ball is coming into the batsman when he tried to swing it around the corner. Managed to get only as far as Mehran Khan. And Mukhtar Ahmed departs for 6. Pearl Gladiators 22 for 2.
The current projection is of 82 runs. 10 runs per over from here on will take them to 95. But they need much more than that. As Rafi was telling me that they need to win by 60 plus runs if they want to qualify for the semi-finals.
The exact figure will be known only after the innings is completed, but at the moment it is looking like a 60 plus margin may push them through.
So if you don't like mathematics in your school, please start taking interest, because you don't know when your mathematic skills will be required.
Several cricket players known to be good calculators with their mind. One of them is MS Dhoni.
Anil Kumble also, a software engineer.
Sohaib Maqsood, the new man in, just those 6 runs to his kitty. Strike rate, nothing to talk about. 40. Needs to get lots more than that. Batin Shah continue this over. Successful over for him so far. Was hit for 1 boundary.
So we were talking about the international flavor. The man from Afghanistan, Batin Shah, has struck in his first over. We've seen cricketers from Netherlands, of course Qatar, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and far west, Canada.
Clipped away, pick up a single. That brings Adnan Ilyas onto strike. The man from Netherlands is behind the stumps. This is the wicket for you. Clipped away down, but straight down the throat of fine leg, which was Raja Amir. It was. Last delivery of the over coming up.
A fielder is coming under the ball and will take it. 2 wickets in his first over for Batin Shah. What a start from the man from Afghanistan. Power play done and dusted. 23 for 3 after 3 overs. Pearl Gladiators.
Trying to slam it long and straight, but managed to get it only high up over the bowler. Mid-off, making absolutely no mistake. Sikandar Raza, the man who took the catch. Adnan Ilyas goes without scoring. 23 for 3 Pearl Gladiators.
That's how this batting card looks like so far. Mukhtar Ahmed, opener, gone for 6. Faisal Javed hit a couple of boundaries on a 6, made 16. And Ilyas went without scoring. On the crease right now, Maqsood and Sadiq on 1 and 0 respectively.
That's how the innings has unfolded so far. 3 overs bowled out, power play worth 23, but they've also lost 3 wickets. So that is going to start hurting Pearl Gladiators very soon. Needed to get a move on. Needed a solid start. And may not be enough. (23 for 3 in the power play) may not be enough for Pearl Gladiators to push the Heatstormers back. And at the moment, it's another man from Afghanistan, Karim Sadiq. That's the signal from the umpire that the power play is done and dusted.
Satvir Singh is the new bowler. Starts with a very, very good delivery. Just outside the off stump. And the opening bowlers have given him good cushion. That was the last wicket to go. Trying to hit the infield. Completely missing that. And that was a sharp catch from the fielder, Sikandar Raza. Batin Shah struck twice in his first over. Again, missing on that occasion, Sadiq. Look at the projection now. Has come down to 69 because that's the current run rate. 6.9 will take them to 6. That's Batin Shah. What a start for him in the Qatar T10. 2 wickets in his first over. Goes full. Just a single for him. That's how the last wicket fell. Sharp catch from Sikandar Raza. He's happy, and he should be. Three deliveries to go in this over. Has given only a single so far, Satvir. Finds the gap on the offside, beats that point, and third man fielder inside the circle gets his first boundary. Sohaib Maqsood on 5 now. Look at that. Room given outside the off stump, and he makes full use of that. So 5 runs so far. The projection now improving a bit. Change in the field. Mid-off going back to long off. Long on is already there. So is deep backward square leg. Third man comes inside the circle now. Short ball pulled away, and it's a mighty blow into the stands, and there are 100 Qatar Riyals dropped by a spectator.
He got his hands to it, definitely, because he was shaking his hand. There you see the man with the orange hoodie. He was the man who was trying to get under it. Well swung into the stands. Remember, it's 100 Riyals for the...
So 8.9 is the current run rate after that boundary. They need more than that, more like that, because they need to win big for sure. Good Yorker to end the over. A single will come nonetheless. Misfield will not allow the second run. So 12 from this over, 35 for 3 after 4. 6 overs remaining, and Pearl Gladiators still trying to find their first win. Talal Ahmed Khan, captain today for the Heat Stormers, trying for that direct hit unsuccessfully, and there was no man backing up. So 3 men down so far. Mukhtar for 6. Faisal made quick fire 14. Ilyas could not open his account. Maqsood has hit a couple of boundaries. So another bowling change. Sikandar Raza being brought into attack. 2 for 20, his best so far. Came in a single match. Economy rate a bit on the higher side, around 12. So Batin Shah given a break after his first successful over. Spin in this innings for the first time. Sikandar Raza, the same man who hit 80 plus yesterday, still ended up on the losing side. A little short, not much room given. Sharp fielding from the long off fielder. And a good throw. Applause from Swift Gallopers as well, who are standing very close to the com box. And standing very close to Mohammad Sami is my colleague Ravikant Singh. Over to you.
I have with me the captain of the Pearl Gladiators, Mohammad Sami, who won the toss and opted to bat first. Are you thinking twice? We've got the ball coming this way, but doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
How do you think your decision to bat first has gone up?
I think because we have to win and win with a certain amount of runs, and if we chasing, then we have to score in couple of balls. So by looking at it, I will opt to bat first. So I will think I will put a good total and get them out as soon as we can. So we got a chance.
How has been the experience of playing this shortest format of cricket, 10 overs? More pressure on the bowlers?
A little bit more pressure on the bowler, but that we have to cope it as a bowler. But so far enjoying my days here in the Qatar and playing here.
How's been the experience interacting with the local players? How's the talent?
Talent-wise, they are here, but they're still a bit far from what the international scene is. But that's seen as the more international cricketers come here and play here, they will grow up and mature themselves.
Have you had a chance to work on some of the local talent? Because you have quite a few of them in your side.
Definitely, I wish to work with them, but there is no practice facility right now, and we haven't have a practice session. The day when we arrived here, we didn't have practice, so just looking at them, I can give them tips, but we didn't have a chance to practice with them.
Personally, what has been your big takeaway from this T10 league?
Definitely been enjoying here.
Wish you all the best. Back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Ravi. It's 44 for 3. 1 ball to go in the 5th over. On strike is Maqsood. Clears the infield, but finds the fielder at sweeper cover. A single to end the over. 10 runs came from it. After 5, it's 45 for 3. So Sohaib Maqsood taking charge now. Has made 14 runs so far. 1 boundary and 1 6 to his name. Sadiq, his partner, has also hit a mighty one. The points table, how the things look. Look at the net run rate. Heat Stormers are at minus 2.30. If they win today, they need to win by a margin, because they will get 3 points, but they need to beat the net run rate of Flying Oryx. For Pearl Gladiators, they have to win big by at least 60 runs. We'll tell you the exact equation after the first innings. Ravi, welcome back.
Thank you. And at the moment, the Pearl Gladiators are, rebuilding. Lost 3 wickets, but now once again kickstarting their innings so that they can have a good total to defend. Need to get 100 plus to get that 60 plus margin of victory.
Even that will be very, very tough, Ravi. Considering the opposite team has Sikandar Raza, who alone is capable of big scores.
But let's not forget the Pearl Gladiators captain, Mohammad Sami, has a fairly good, successful international career as a seam bowler.
So all in all, we have a contest on hands now. Satvir Singh in his last over. 16 runs given in his 8 deliveries so far.
Run rate 9.19. Need to raise it to about 12 and over to get to that 120 mark. Slower one. Lots of ahs and oohs, but no contact with the bat, so no damage done. Maqsood batting on 18.
That's Scott Edwards, the only man from Europe in this league, from Netherlands, the country known more for its soccer and field hockey. Quick single. Good running.
That single also brings up the 50 for Pearl Gladiators in the 6th over. Tomorrow, the first game, semi-final one.
That is the semi-final number 1 between Falcon Hunters and Desert Riders. We'll come back to the semi-final lineup very shortly. 50 is already up for the Pearl Gladiators.
Maqsood 19 back on strike. There you see, that is their lineup. Falcon Hunters have finished at number 2 and Desert Riders who are at number 3. That is the first semi-final tomorrow. Scheduled start 6:30 p.m. Remember, no prisoners. Winners take all.
No wicket for Satvir in this game. He's bowled out, gave 19 in his 2 overs. After 6, it's 52 for 3. Four boundaries and 3 sixes so far in this innings. Pearl Gladiators not looking good to achieve that 3-figure mark. They need to win big, need to win by at least 60 runs. For that, they have to cross at least 120 something if they want to restrict their opponents below 60.
And let's not forget that the task is much simpler for Heatstormers. Heatstormers have got to win that match, and their net run rate will go above Flying Oryx. So they are in good shape at the moment. Batin Shah picked up 2 wickets in his first over, gave away just 6 runs. Field obviously very well spread out. Stormers want to restrict the total to as small as possible.
White to start his second over, Batin Shah. Remember, there is no protection on the cover point and third man boundary. 2 men on the offside boundary, 1 at sweeper cover, 1 long off. And look at that, a big gap there, Ravi, behind the stumps on the offside.
Yes, no third man, no deep point, so that area is looking pretty inviting to Maqsood.
Again, the same big wide from Batin Shah. That's a little tough to believe looking at his figures. Took 2 wickets in his first over.
Had 1 wide in that as well. Batin not able to control the swing on that one. Needs to pitch it close to the off stump to be effective. 4 wide so far, 3 of them being bowled by Batin.
So a legal delivery yet to be bowled in the 7th over. The current projection is 90. Not very healthy for Pearl Gladiators. Swing and a miss. This is better line. Again swinging away from the batsman Batin Shah.
Maqsood saying this is the first wicket for him in the previous over. Came on the pads and as he tried to turn it around the corner, and then this one was skied high. Good catch taken by Raza Amir. Appreciated by the crowd as well.
Can he pick another wicket? 2 in the first over, the highest by any bowler so far in the league in one match is 3 wickets, picked up by 5 different bowlers. 2 today in the previous game.
And the second semi-finals, table topper Swift Gallopers await team number 4, which could be either of the 3. Pearl Gladiators, Flying Oryx or Heat Stormers. At the moment, Flying Oryx have got 3 points. Heat Stormers, if they win, they will go better than Flying Oryx, tied on 3 points, but better net run rate. While Pearl Gladiators have to win by a big margin. As you see, Kamran Akmal not leaving just yet. Wants to know who he's gonna play tomorrow.
Most of their teammates are standing very close to our comm box, still waiting for the opponents. And they're in no hurry to leave. Oh, a third wide of the over. Again, very surprising line from Batin Shah, who already swings away from the batsman, Ravi.
That one almost pitched outside the popping crease. Would have been a wide even a test match. There you see, outside the popping crease. Would have been called a wide even in a test match.
Should be given 2 runs off this wide delivery, Ravi.
I think it's T10 cricket, so you can award 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to change some rules. If the ball is hit outside the park, it should be an 8er, not a 6er.
Well, they never know. Innovations are coming as the game goes global. 5 years ago, nobody would have thought that we'd be watching a 10-over tournament. This time, much closer to the stumps, but it's up in the air and taken. So Batin Shah's wicket-taking luck continues. Skyer, but taken on the square leg boundary as the 4th wicket falls.
Batin Shah becomes the 6th bowler of this league to pick up 3 wickets in a game. Sharp catch, good catch from the square leg fielder. It's not easy to take these high catches in the night sky. Karim Sadiq goes for 9 hits, up tak 56 for 4.
Celebration time indeed for the Heat Stormers, because they know if Pearl Gladiators don't have enough runs on the board, the task will be so much easier. And so will be, well, I think Flying Oryx will be cheering for Pearl Gladiators. They want them to win by a small margin so that they can qualify.
To the disappointment, looks a little difficult at this stage. Mehran, the new man in. So this is a T10 cricket is all about. So much of suspense will beat most of the suspense novels, Sherlock Holmes movies.
There's the Skyer taken. Batin Shah continues. This time again close to the pads, clipped away. Now to wait for the umpire's signal whether it came off the bat or was there, oh, there is no signal, so single given to Maqsood. Batsman had changed ends while the ball was in the air. Seems to have got it on his finger. Got a knock on his finger jamming between the ball and the bat handle. Can be pretty painful.
Mehran Khan, the new man in. 34 runs for him so far. 8, 16 and 10. That is the 3rd wicket for Batin Shah. Sharp catch in the deep. Batin Shah celebrates.
Certainly has 3 solid reasons to celebrate so far. Down the leg side, another wide.
4th wide of this over. 3 on the offside. Why disappoint the leg side?
Karim Sadiq was the man to depart. Felled by fellow Afghanistan bowler Batin Shah. 4 wides given away by Batin Shah.
Mehran Khan off the mark straight away with that single. A very long over. Stretching like a chewing gum.
Last legal delivery to come. Look at that. 4 wides so far.
4 small Ws, 1 big W. Batin Shah would be happier with the bigger one.
Well, that certainly has made his team happy as well. Because with 4 down, just 59 on the board, 7 overs about to be completed. They don't think they will be chasing more than 90, 85, 90.
And then the calculators will be out that in how many overs they need to chase the target to reach the semi-finals. We'll have to wait and see. Fuller ball to end his spell. Long over, but a very successful debut for Batin Shah in the Qatar T10. 14 for 3 his figures, 60 for 4 after 7.
So a successful spell by Batin Shah. 3 for 14 are his spoils from this innings in his 2 overs. Struggled to control his outswingers. So at least 5 of the runs were wides. Crowds enjoying the cricket.
The current run rate will take them to 86. 12 from here in each over will take them to 96. Well, they need to do better, much better, if they want to fancy their chances for the semi-finals. Amir comes for his final over. Look at his figures, 1 for 1 in 1 over.
He had bowled the second over of the innings and gave away just 1 run. Picked up the first wicket of the innings. Inside edge, missed the stumps. Wicketkeeper went the wrong way first. Scott Edwards didn't stand a chance.
Well, they need runs, they need boundaries, and the big ones, no matter how they come. Not a bad ball, in fact a very good ball. Could have got out also. Inside edge can go anywhere. This time it goes to the boundary. He will be disappointed. He could have got a wicket on that ball.
Well, that is what makes all the difference, whether you strike it lucky or are you punished. Current run rate 8.93. 3 sixes and 6 fours. Stormers needed a lot more discipline from the bowler this time in the air, but just a single. Fielders are pretty eager, and so is this young man.
He's enjoying. Yeah, that's a high five. Mehran Khan to face his second delivery. Just 3 sixes so far in this innings. Already a big task in front of them. They need to win big, really big, to reach the semis. So practically, it's advantage Heat Stormers and Flying Oryx.
The Flying Oryx will be praying that Gladiators win, but win small.
And if at all they win, Ravi, they will win small because it's not a big total that is possible from here on. I mean, doesn't look like. The big hit is aimed and will clear the fence. A boundary, welcome boundary for Mehran Khan.
Welcome boundary for Pearl Gladiators as well, because we are already in over number 8. Half of the 8th over already gone. Score still just 69. Good placement with that shot. There was a man at square leg, and also long on was pretty wide, not straight. Managed to bisect both of them. picked up 4. Just 2 men on the boundary on the offside. Third man and point. Captain Talal Ahmed at cover, marshalling his troops.
Again eyeing that gap, mistiming that. Mehran Khan. We're talking about the international players and we forgot about Oman. Mehran Khan comes from Oman. Has played 19 T20 internationals for his nation. Not averaging great, just under 11. Strike rate also not impressive, 110. But he's a useful all-rounder for Oman.
It's a great chance for all these young talent from the Gulf. Courtesy of the man on the far end, Mr. Al-Kuwari. Another dot ball.
And you had a word with him, Ravi, today. I had the pleasure of talking to him a couple of days back. He's so passionate about this game in Qatar.
Worked hard to get the game going. Worked on the grassroots level. To work on the players, especially those of the subcontinent origin, South Asian, because they do know the game, understand the game better than the locals. But it's only a matter of time, he feels, before local players start breaking in the ranks.
They know the game better than anybody else in the world, Ravi. Subcontinent players, a single to end the over. 8 gone, 71 for 4. The current run rate, the current projection is of 89 runs. Not very healthy for the Gladiators. Even 12 each in the last 2 overs will not take them to 100. And the new captain for his team, Talal Ahmed Khan, will be happy the way his bowlers has bowled.
Well, certainly he would be pretty excited. There you see the team owners. Team owners for Pearl Gladiators, Mrs. Bagga. Last 2 overs of the innings.
No contest there, at least, between the team owners. They're having fun. That's what this format is all about. Just enjoy the game.
Well, there's no reason to have a contest there because Falcon Hunters are through anyway. So Mr. Faisal Sandhu and Mr. Anis Khan can be happy anyway.
The 3 fielders in the ring on the offside, just 1 on the onside. 3 men marshalling the right side boundary. Wide it will be from Buddhika. Bowled an expensive first over, gave away 15 runs.
.72 for 4 Pearl Gladiators. They need to win and win big. That is going to be a big challenge because they need to improve their net run rate.
Connected this time. Eyes that extra cover boundary. Fielder will prevent the boundary. Allow only a single.
Singles won't hurt. 73 for 4. Now this youngster is having a ball. Forget the game of cricket. Just enjoy being outdoors.
And the lights. Kids love lights. .11 balls to go in the innings. Some field changes being made. Swing and a miss. Good delivery from Gayan Buddhika.
Forcing a false shot from Mehran Khan. Mehran is struggling to connect. Man from Oman. Sohaib Maqsood at the down striker's end. Straight hit into the fence, 4 runs.
Mehran Khan also joins the party. Second boundary for him in this match. And they are happy. Yes, so are Mehran Khan's teammates. Go straight. The safest area to play your shots in any format of cricket.
Always a tough one for the long off and long on to cut off, because they're moving forward. They've got to change direction and chase around the boundary.
That was 8th boundary of the innings.
Only the 8th, we should say. They need low, good delivery from Gayan Buddhika. Saw the batsman charging down the track, pitched it short and got a good bit of bounce.
They're listening to the commentary as well. Well done. This match is streaming live everywhere. Yes, and she knows that she's on camera. Good to see that. Good to know that. And good to see this short delivery from the bowler.
What has technology done? You can watch cricket matches on your telephone.
And there was a time, Ravi, when people used to watch the games in the stadiums with a small radio to listen to the live commentary. Now they have a mobile phone in their hands. They can watch the replays there, listen to the live commentary as well. Chandar is also doing the same.
Saqlain Maqsood, 30 of 21. Maqsood needs to tonk the ball about. Just the one delivery in this over remaining. Gayan Buddhika, none for 22.
Hit straight again. Long on fielder will only be a spectator. This is a most welcome boundary for the Gladiators. 9 gone, 84 for 4.
84 for 4. So if the game is stopped here, they need to bowl. Heat Stormers out for 20. Haven't really done themselves justice, but the crowd is loving it.
Eight boundaries and 4 sixes so far. They are enjoying that. 6 was hit on the last delivery of the previous over. And this is what crowd wants to see. Big ones.
Well, that's what they've turned out to see.
And if they catch one in the stands, they will get 100 riyals. And we have got an update during the finals and that special match on 18th. The first catch in the crowd will get 500 Qatar riyals. The first catcher, successful catcher, will get 500 riyals. That's dropped in the deep.
Raja Amir it was, running there, bending low, but unfortunately couldn't hang on to it. But good anticipation there from Raja Amir. There you see on the run, but unfortunately hands not able to hang on to it.
Yes, boy, yes, boy.
Dot ball in the final over. How good is that?
Sikandar Raza is the bowler. The highest individual scorer so far in a game. The lesser runs he gives, better for him as a batsman. That's not timed too well. Yes, caught. Caught in the deep. Sikandar Raza opens his account in wickets section. Half the team gone. 3 balls remaining.
Off spinner, just pitching it a tad short. Ball swung away, but taken very well by Imraz Rafi. So Sikandar Raza also gets among the wickets. There you see Sohaib Maqsood departs for 36, 85 for 5 Pearl Gladiators.
They're happy. The VIP gallery. 3 balls remaining. New man in, the captain, Mohammad Sami. He's on strike.
Yes, boy.
Yorker from a spinner. And Sami's off the mark.
Mohammad Sami won the toss and opted to bat first. Was hoping to get a good total, 120 plus, so that they can try and win the match by the required margin. Swing away. Get 6 runs. 5th 6 of the innings. This time it is Mehran Khan joining the party. Taking the score past 90. 92 now. There you see the ball going way over. So no problem whatsoever. It is a 6.
By still cross-checking with the TV umpire. It is a 6 for us and 6 for him also, more importantly. First 6 for Mehran Khan. 2 were hit by Sohaib Maqsood, 1 from Faisal Javed. Again down the track, last delivery of the innings will bring a single. Going for the second one. Direct hit, is it? So TV umpire will come into action now.
There you see the ball picked up by Sikandar Raza himself. Lost his footing, but then managed to get it across. Now, did the throw beat the man? Oh, it is really. Third umpire has to decide whether the gloves hit the stumps. Bails were dislodged before the bat went over the line. It's just a matter of a frame.
Out to me, Ravi. Bails are intact now. Now they're in the air and the bat is outside by at least 2 inches. Yes, should be out. But more importantly, what does TV umpire think?
Well, our opinion doesn't matter. It's his that matters.
Now the bails are well in the air. Bat still on the line. Single
Really?
or double? That is the crucial question. It is out. Yes, just 1 run on the last ball and a run out. So 93 for 5 after 10 overs of their quota. Pearl Gladiators give a target of 94 to Heat Stormers. That is how they batted today. Maqsood, the top scorer, with 36 runs off 24 balls. Faisal Javed opened the innings with a couple of boundaries and a 6. Ilyas could not open that count. Sadiq with 9. Mehran Khan, the last man to get out with 19. Sami, the captain, not out at 1.
The bowlers, Batin Shah, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 14 for him. Bowled a handful of wides, but nonetheless picked up 3 wickets. Raja, Amir and Sikandar Raza also picking up a wicket each. Gayan Budika was tad expensive, but didn't really matter in the end. Satvir Singh also giving away 19 runs. So Pearl Gladiators now have scored 93 for 5, and Heat Stormers need to get 94 to win the match and book a place in the semi-finals. We'll be back for the chase after a short break.
वो लोगों को 8-9 ओवर में ये करना है जितना भी है 8-9 ओवर में
वही हमें एग्जैक्ट नहीं पता ना
अभी मैं निकल के दे रहा हूँ
जेनेरिक लगेगा Welcome back. Pearl Gladiators won the toss and elected to bat first. Could only manage 93 for 6 in the 10 overs. Highest scorer being Sohaib Maqsood with 36. Two more batsmen crossed the double figure mark. Mehran Khan 19. Faisal Khan made 14. So 94 is the target. Batin Shah playing his first game in the league. Picked up 3 wickets. Gave just 14 runs. And a wicket each for Amir Raja and Sikandar Raza.
Lost wickets at fairly regular intervals. Couldn't really string together any partnerships, which hurt them. And here's a look at how they fared in their batting. Started off well with a boundary, but then 2 boundaries. First over, pretty expensive, gone from 15. But then, good comeback by Heat Stormers. This was taken on the run. Good catch. 4 runs there, straight down the ground. Power play. And this is the first wicket for Batin Shah after a couple of wides.
That was hit straight and caught very well by the fielder. The batsman found the gap on the offside very intelligently. This was Cow's corner for a 6. A catch dropped, 100 riyals dropped there in fact. Another short delivery we saw dispatched to the crowd. This was the same delivery in fact. This was on the legs. One bounce over the ropes. And Batin Shah taking his 3rd wicket in the 2nd over. 4s and 6s were not very frequent in this game. Only 8 boundaries and 5 sixes we have seen in 10 overs. Shout of catch. And the fielder obliged. This was the last delivery of the innings. Bowler himself went, slipped through the ball, and keeper Scott Edwards, the Dutchman, made no mistakes.
So that's how the Pearl Gladiators went about setting the target after winning the toss. Heat Stormers need 94 runs in their 10 overs to win this game and qualify. Now this is the semi-final lineup for you. Falcon Hunters versus Desert Riders. That's team number 2 and 3 playing at 6:30 p.m. So we'll be on air with that game 6:25. And then Swift Gallopers, the number 1 team in the league, waiting for their opponents, and they will be playing the second semi-final. Of course, the final scheduled for Monday for a 7:30 p.m. start. The 3rd, 4th place playoff at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So that's how the Sunday action lined up for Sunday and Monday. We still don't know who is going to be playing the second semi-final just yet.
They are ready, the Heat Stormers openers. The umpires are in the middle, checking the crease, checking the repair work done, and the painting work, more importantly.
And the more important, the paint work has to be done properly, getting a fresh coat of paint in the crease, because that is what. And there you see the grass getting that durry treatment, as we call it. The dew needs to be cleaned off as far as possible. And the dew is so heavy that the ropes don't work here. So that's why the durries have been brought out.
Qaleens and Daris are very famous in this part of the world. That's not the Qaleen you see in the drawing rooms for sure. But yes, that Dari is doing a good job. Very important job.
Definitely a slightly delayed start to the chase because the grounds needs to be prepared, made ready so that there is no danger to the players. Now, Heat Stormers need to score 94. Point is, can Heat Stormers win this match straight away, or will Pearl Gladiators put the brakes on them and do a favorite Flying Oryx? Flying Oryx are not yet out of it, because if Pearl Gladiators win, then win short by a small margin, it is Flying Oryx who will go through to the semi-finals, neither of these teams.
They're waiting anxiously, the crowd. People from India, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka. Of course, the local people as well. So Sikandar Raza with his partner making their way to the middle. Mohammad Sami. Tough job in front of the captain of the Pearl Gladiators.
Decided to take the bull by the horns. He will get us underway himself. Start with the first over. If you can pick up a few early wickets, then Heat Stormers will be under pressure. It's all about who handles the pressure better. That's what it has all boiled down to.
Imraz Rafi is on the non-striker's end. Sami has the ball. Of course, facing more pressure because the target for them to reach the semi-finals is much, much tougher than his opponents. And Sikandar is on strike, capable of some mighty blows. Highest individual score in this league so far is under his name.
Scored 87 for Heat Stormers when they scored in the only day game. 87 not out. Heat Stormers scored 134 but were unable to defend that. Successfully chased by Desert Riders. Sami. Whoa! Dream delivery to start with. Pitching on off and middle and then curving away. Sikandar Raza had absolutely no clue about that.
Brilliant, brilliant start. Missed the stump. Missed the bat. Slip in place as well for Sami.
He knows the edges need to be caught.
Once again, almost a replay of the previous ball.
The man behind the stumps, Faisal Javed Khan, is also looking at the bowler in surprise. Look at that. Pitching on, off and middle, curving away. The bat needed another coat of varnish. That's about it.
He deserved 2 wickets, Mohammad Sami, on those 2 deliveries. Those were absolutely wicket-taking balls.
That's class for you.
Again, trying to repeat that previous 2 deliveries, missing that line this time. So Sikandar Raza should be relieved that he is on the non-striker's end right now.
Didn't have any clue about the first 2 deliveries, Sikandar Raza. And remember, he's got 87 not out under his belt. Sikandar Raza, who played international cricket for Zimbabwe. Now, Flying Oryx would be screaming their heart out for Pearl Gladiators.
So on strike is now left-hander Imraz Rafi. 2 slips in place in a T10 match. How often do you see this? Look at the commitment from Mohammad Sami.
Dug into the ground from bat, but still the bowler shows what wonderful commitment. Fell well before short of him as well, but no shortage of commitment. Just that one run. Clipped away. Single. Brings Sikandar Raza back on strike for the last ball of this over. 2 without loss.
Hello, hello. Good to see you in the stadium. Come back tomorrow and day after with more of your friends. Great start from Mohammad Sami. 2 wicket-taking deliveries and 2 runs given so far. In the air, and Sami finally gets his man. Good catch from Adnan Ilyas. Gladiators captain strikes in the first over.
That's how you do it. Sikandar Raza didn't have much clue about that one. Sami knows how important that wicket is for his side. There you see the celebrations. Sikandar Raza departs for 1. Heath Stormers 2 for 1.
One wicket gone in the first over. The danger man has departed. Sikandar Raza.
New man is Andri Berenger of Sri Lankan origin. That's the traditional dance from this region, the Persian Gulf.
So good to see them dancing. We have seen the same type of dance in some Hindi movies as well. Andri Berenger, the new man in, scored only 18 runs so far, that too in a single innings. Strike rate of 163, but he needs to stay on the crease and score more. That's how the danger man was out. He was beaten twice by Mohammad Sami earlier.
Down the leg side will be called a wide. Mehran Khan getting encouragement from his captain Sami. That's the wicket for you, Sikandar Raza. Surprised by the pace. Almost trying to get out of the way there.
Finds the gap on the offside. Takes the aerial route. Gets his first boundary. First boundary of this innings as well.
He's agreed to do that. Interview कर सकते हैं, 1 minute को नहीं. यही मिला ना, not playing. वहाँ पर dugout नहीं करेंगे.
Time swung away towards the deep 7 for 1 in the second over. Time clipped away, man getting under it, Mohammad Sami it is, and oh! Spilled it. He knows how important that catch was for his team's cause. Because remember, they have to win big.
The most experienced player in his team, Mohammad Sami. The last man you would expect a dropped catch from. Mohammad Sami. Oh, how did that happen?
As they say, it happens to the best of them. This time connecting much better is Imraz. Rafi gets 4 more for his team. 13 for 1. Gets a round of applause from the dugout. They know how important each run is.
94 is the target for them to win. Imraz Rafi scores second boundary for himself and for his team.
Left-handed Imraz Rafi, beg your pardon.
Ravi is also fine. Mr. Singh. Hit straight again. Excellent cricketing shot. Back-to-back boundaries for Rafi. Rafi is singing now very melodiously.
That bat making a sweet sound, and certainly getting it straight as an arrow into the side screen, forcing a evasive action from the umpire.
A long on was at its place, but not able to stop that boundary. Both the men outside the circle are on the offside. Onside, I beg your pardon. 2 boundaries, and then he rotates the strike. Imraz Rafi. Happy faces all around the ground. Be it the spectators, be it the groundsmen and the organizers. They've done a terrific job, especially during the heavy dew days or the rain days. 1 ball remaining.
Stormers need to win the match to qualify. Pearl Gladiators need to win the margin of 29 runs. Flying Oryx, Gladiators should win by less than a margin of 29 runs, and they will be through this time. A loud appeal. Umpire Prasanna Haran says no.
2 gone, 18 for 1. Expensive first over from Mehran Khan. Gained 16 from it. All 16 coming from Imraz Rafi. Hit 3 boundaries.
World is back.
So there you go. Heat Stormers just need to win this match to qualify. So win it and go to the semis. Pearl Gladiators need to win this match by a margin of at least 29 runs. And Flying Oryx should hope that Gladiators will win the match by less than 29 runs.
Straight drive past Sami. Well fielded. Good diving stop there. Yes, we are at the Qatar T10 League. Good fielding by Uzair Amir Moin, another of the local players.
Trying to clear the infield. Does it successfully. Will not get the boundary though. 2 runs for Berenger to open his account.
So Andri Berenger also joining the party now, trying to make full use of the power plays. Just 4 more deliveries to go. Signaled run short. So Heat Stormers 20 for 1.
They need 74 runs to reach the semi-finals. A leg slip and a slip in place. But the fielder will take it. Wicket number 2 for Mohammad Sami.
Well, that is called turning on the heat to the Heat Stormers. Pearl Gladiators now really putting Heat Stormers on the back foot. Wicket in each over for Mohammad Sami. There you see, slightly short, trying to clear the infield, but not getting enough length on that one. And the catch taken by the Qatar youngster, Uzair Amir. Berenger departs for 1, 20 for 2 Heat Stormers.
74 required of 45 deliveries. This is Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Let's remind you about the scenarios for the semi-finals. Heat Stormers, who are batting right now, they just need to win this match to qualify. Pearl Gladiators, the fielding team, need to win the match with a margin of at least 29 runs. And Flying Oryx should pray that Gladiators win the match, but by a margin of less than 29 runs. So all three results possible, Ravi. Any team can qualify.
Sami once again. This time pitching it short and past the mid-off fielder. Pearl Gladiators can ill afford such generosity. That's the paramedical staff here. Were kept busy. This is the wicket once again taken very well by Uzair Amir. That is the second wicket for Mohammad Sami, the captain for Pearl Gladiators.
Thank you very much. 2 balls remaining in Sami's spell. Already taken both the wickets. Cannot bowl after that. He will be disappointed. A slip. A short one. Surprises the batsman.
Really done well there. And one over the shoulder. (24 for 2). Falcon Hunters captain.
Also the Qatar captain.
Also the Qatar national team captain.
Last ball remaining in the power play. Can Sami take another one?
Fine leg drops down for the final. Beg your pardon, a long off drops down onto the pushed away. Oh, this could have been dangerous. Single given. 3 overs gone. Power play done. 25 for 2 at the end of 3 overs. Captain Falcon Hunters. Sajjad Chaudhary.
So qualification scenario for the semi-final is very much simple. Heat Stormers just need to win this match to qualify. And for Pearl Gladiators, they need to win the match with a margin of at least 29 runs. And Flying Oryx should pray that Gladiators win this match, but less than 29 runs. So any team can qualify, depending upon the different scenarios. Power play gone. 25 for 2 after 3 overs. Heat Stormers. So change in bowling. No, in fact, Mehran Khan will be bowling out a wide delivery to start his second over. Rafi on strike, has already hit a couple of boundaries. Finds the cap on the leg side, gets another boundary. Fifth boundary for Rafi. Bowls on the leg stump of the batsman Mehran Khan and gets punished.
Qatar team national team के captain है। अभी
64 required to reach the semi-finals for Heat Stormers. They just lost one wicket. Long on fielder is there for the protection. Fazal, Rahman, Zazai will take the strike for the first time in this league. And my colleague Ravi Singh is standing with a special guest.
Well, I have with me Chaudhry Iqbal Hussain, captain of the Falcon Hunters, and also the captain of the Qatar national team. Welcome.
Thank you.
How has been the experience this T10? First time, but playing with big international players.
It was fabulous because we really dreamt of playing with these national stars with us in our home ground in Qatar, and we were really struggling before. Like, we wanted to be on the map of ICC, then we struggled hard, we practiced hard, we played ICC tournaments, qualifications and all that, and we finally met on, our name was on the map of ICC. Now we are on the ranking of 22 of T20Is international. We are day by day, we are getting professionalism. It's been all around in our management, in our dugout, in our coaching staff. So it's really feel good and great about this T10 happening here, and it's amazing to be part of it.
Well, you're also the captain of the Falcon Hunters. Now, how strong has the league been? Semi-finalists not known, everybody in the reckoning till the last match.
It's a chaos everywhere, to be honest. Like, it's really amazing. Like, the goosebumps around everyone's having right now, because who's gonna play with whom and all that. So these kind of spontaneous, which remains in the tournament till the end, it's like amazing, and we are really looking forward to, because it's already decided for us. Like, we are facing Desert Riders. It's gonna be a good match. Both teams, like, they are perfect to play, and they have good sides both on.
Well, so Ravi Singh goes for an interview and a wicket falls once again. 33 for 3. Rafi, the danger man, departs now. Mehran Khan, after getting hit for a couple of boundaries, will finally feel happier. Good catch at the long off. Rafi goes for 27, 3 for 3.
Well, we are back continuing our conversation with Chaudhry Iqbal Hussain, interrupted by that fall of wickets. Now, tell me something, Iqbal. Playing with international stars, there is a difference. But how much of a learning curve has it been for the local players? Because you must be interacting with all your local players from other teams as well.
Actually, it started before last 5 years. Like, we were playing with international stars on our Qatar National Day, which is going to happen after this finishing the tournament. So first we were like, we meet all the international players for one day, spend some time with them, dinner and all that. You know, they are exhausted with the flights. They are coming and they are going. So it was not that much pleasure we had. But this time we had like 10 days with our international players, like the star. We watched them on TVs and all that. And I had the opportunity that they are playing under my leadership, and it's really amazing. The first day I was really out of pressure, like how to call Hashim Bhai and Salman Bhai to do this, to do that, and I was like my coach and all the stuff. And even Hashim Bhai and Salman Bhai, they came to me. They said, if you need any assistance, we are here. Don't shy. Don't feel like you're the captain and all that. They really boost me. So the first few days with the team was really upset for me, but the day we play matches, the dugout we are sharing, the lunches, the dinners, the team meetings, now we are perfect one team and we had a great combination.
Now, what is your expectations for the semi-finals? You are playing the first semi-final against the Desert Riders.
Well, boys are rested up well. Today we had, unfortunately, we are lucky enough to have the rest today. So everyone, they are prepared.
Ravi, whenever you go for an interview, at least 2 wickets fall. The tradition continues. So, happier man, Mehran Khan, got a wicket on the last ball of his spell. It was an LBW. Let's have a look at the replay. The ball pitched outside, little outside the off stump, comes back in. That's plump. Easy decision for the umpire. Fazal goes for 1. It's 3-3 for 4 now. So that's a qualification scenario for you. Pearl Gladiators, the fielding team needs to win with the margin of at least 29 runs. They will qualify. And Heat Stormers, the batting team, if they just win the match, they will qualify. The team which is not playing this match, Flying Oryx, they should pray that the Pearl Gladiators win the match by margin of less than 29 runs. So that's a very, very interesting scenario. Any of these 3 teams can go to the semi-finals. There you go. The detailed will be explained by the Professor Ravikant Singh.
Thank you, Sunil. And Pearl Gladiators now are definitely getting a little excited because they know that they can win by that margin of 30 plus. Flying Oryx would be in the stands, praying that Pearl Gladiators win, but win small, under 29 runs, to get that opportunity to play the semi-final. This is how the wicket fell. Leg before, Mehran Khan can afford a celebration. That's the 4th wicket gone for Desert Heat Stormers, beg your pardon. 2 wickets for Mehran Khan in the same over.
As always, when Ravi interviews, 2 wickets fall. Satvir is a new man, so is Scott Edwards. Both have not faced a delivery so far. 53 runs so far for the Dutchman. Strike rate very good, the highest being 26.
Now that is not good news for Heat Stormers. You've got 2 new batsmen at either end, and you need to get a move on. Required run rate is 10 plus.
Catch it.
Catch it was the call. They get a single. Planning to come back for the second. Good, they did not.
Well, that shows the level of commitment from Pearl Gladiators. 10 plus required per over. That's our colleague Anu Sharma in conversation with Chandar Raina, another of our colleagues.
Chaudhary Iqbal Hussain also joined them. Had a word with Ravi just a while back. They will play Desert Riders. That's a confirmed lineup for the first semi-final. Will be played between the team number 2 and 3.
Spin. That is going to be the key. $60 runs of 35 deliveries. Down the leg side, off the pad, confusion and a direct hit. So Scott Edwards will depart. Run out. There you see the throw from the keeper. That's Faisal Javed Khan. Has played enough marbles in his as a kid
has played plenty of cricket as well. He's 44 years of age. Scott Edwards departs for a duck. It's 34 for 5. एक रन में 3 विकेट गिर गई है.
Three wickets have fallen, just 1 run scored. That's what pressure does to you. Trying and, get a move on. You know the target is not that big. But all of a sudden, the pressure makes you wilt and do all kinds of not so amusing things.
Talal Ahmed Khan, the captain for today, the new man in. Last 10 balls have yielded 10 runs and 3 wickets as well. Well, all the 3 wickets have fallen for just 1 run.
There you see the ball going off the pad. Satvir saying no, no, no. But by the time Scott Edwards turned, the damage was done because wicketkeeper immediately didn't try to be too clever. Very simple and time a shot of catch it. But just that single. Talal Ahmed Khan, the young captain of Heat Stormers. Big chance for him to pull the coal chestnuts out of the fire for his team.
The required run rate is almost 11 right now. 33 balls left, 59 runs to win and to reach the semi-finals. But Pearl Gladiators are also getting a strong sniff of the victory. They need to win with a margin of 29 runs, and that looks possible now, Ravi. When the innings started, it looked very tough, but 5 wickets down for 36. It's very much possible.
Well, that's how a bowler's brain works. You know, Mohammad Sami said, set a target and we'll then defend it. Because then we'll know exactly what the margin we need to win by.
Keeping the ball away from Satvir Singh, the man with 2 tattoos on his neck, his father's and mother's name.
It's also called keeping the ball out of harm's way. Almost inviting Satvir to charge down and try and hit over the top on the offside. There you see, shot made and into the stands. Unfortunately, nobody there to take the catch.
Six number 140. Satvir was given that width and he says, thank you, Paji. 78 meter da chhakka aa gaya. Look at that. Balkar Singh, Jasveer Kaur, written in Gurumukhi language and English. That's the name of his father and mother, respectively.
Over has been... batsmen were insisting. The fielding side thought it was over. Wicketkeeper had decided this is the first 6 for the innings. That is Heat Stormers still struggling. Bowled in. Satvir trying to hit across the line. All of a sudden, Pearl Gladiators are that target of 94 is not looking that small.
They just need to win by 29 runs. Looked very, very tough. But now, when the 6 wickets are down, it's looking very much in their reach. Satvir Singh departs at 7. It's 42 for 6.
What a bowler by Sadiq. Afghanistan bowlers, Karim Sadiq. .52 required of 30 deliveries. There you see, straight onto the stumps. Karim Sadiq is able to strike.
कल 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 करेंगे आपकी टीम तो पहुंच ही रही है ये मैच के बाद कर लेंगे गोनी का मैच के बाद कर लेंगे
Trying very disappointed there, Satvir. 6 down for 42.
ताकि मैच भी चलता रहे और कमेंट्री भी चलती रहे
He's not playing.
Raja Amir, the new man in. Not very impressive figures for his batting. Oh, the professor comes now in the bowling. We were missing him. Talal Ahmed Khan, one not out. Raja Amir, the new man in. 52 required of 30 deliveries. The left arm spin being introduced. Sharp fielding there from the man at extra cover. Nadeem it is in the bowling. That's how the last wicket fell. It was hit for a 6. Still bowling wicket to wicket. Satvir, you miss, I hit.
Left arm spin from Nadeem. Taking the pace off this time again. Shots of catch it, but it falls well short of the long on fielder. Sohaib Maqsood it is. A lot of screaming and shouting from the players. And now they decide to put Karim Sadiq back and pull Sohaib Maqsood into the 30-yard circle. Possibly sending the quicker man on the boundary.
Took 2 wickets, 1 for 11 is best. And yes, Ravi, the fielders have been interchanged.
Ball.
In the air. Straight to the man at sweeper cover. So the intent is very clear. Pearl Gladiators know that they can reach the semi-finals now. Need 4 quick wickets because if the batsmen stay for the whole 10 overs, if they're not bowled out, Pearl Gladiators can still win the match, but with the margin not in their favor. That will favor Flying Oryx. So they need to bowl out Heat Stormers for sure and quickly.
Also the big chance for the new young captain of Heat Stormers, Talal Ahmed Khan, to be a hero. If we can pull a win for Heat Stormers to victory. Mohammad Nadeem.
Yes, that's wicket number 7. Pearl Gladiators. Well, they need to restrict Stormers under 64 runs, which means 20 runs from here on will say tata bye-bye to Pearl Gladiators, but they only need 3 wickets now. What a performance from them.
Didn't have a clue where the ball was, and Faisal Javed Khan did not waste any time. Talal stepped out, gone for 2, 44 for 7 Heat Stormers.
$50 required to win. The required run rate exactly 12 now. Just one batsman crossed 8 runs. Rafi made a quick fire 27 with a couple of big hits. But look at the figures of everybody else. Sikandar Raza made 87 not out yesterday. Could manage only 1 today. So did Berenger, so did Fazal. Satvir out for 7 after a big hit. Scott did not open the account. Talal run out from the wicketkeeper.
Pearl Gladiators fighting for survival, and they've got another 20 runs to do it. Will be defended.
Back up, back up, back up.
Just a single. Overdone, 6 gone, 45 for 7.
That's how the last wicket fell. Talal Ahmed Khan came down the track and he had no clue where the ball was. Faisal Javed Khan, the experienced wicketkeeper, very, very experienced cricketer, has got second wicket for his team. 2 run-outs from the wicketkeeper of Pearl Gladiators so far.
49 required for Heath Thomas, but they've just got 3 wickets in hand. Batin Shah is the man in. Can he perform the magic with the bat as well, what he did with the ball? 3 wickets for him.
Both the batsmen on 1 not out of 1 ball. Philip Joseph now with economy rate of 12. That's almost the required run rate for the batting team. If they make more than 64 runs and even lose the match, Flying Oryx will go to the semis. It's high in the air and taken by the wicketkeeper. Faisal Javed Khan is the star. He has hurt himself, but hurt the Heat Stormers more with that brilliant catch.
Chased the ball down. Faisal Javed Khan got under it. He was the man with the gloves. He called for it. Got it. But while landing, seems to have jarred his shoulder. There you see the ball coming out of the night sky. Javed follows it. Hangs on. And then possibly hurt his shoulder while rolling over. But doesn't look too bad. A quick spray. So Batin Shah comes and goes. Gone for 1. 45 for 8. Heat Stormers. This is called a real twist in the tail. Heat Stormers making a mess of this chase.
And look at his face. MS Goni could not believe. Flying Oryx will be disappointed too, Ravi, with the current scorecard.
Well, Flying Oryx would be already packing their bags because they know they're going to go home. Look at that sprint there.
Faisal Javed Khan, Ravi, he is the hero of the moment. 2 run-outs and that excellent catch. What a commitment from 44 years old. White ball.
And that's the last thing that Pearl Gladiators need. Don't want to give away any gifts. 48. So they've got 19 runs to play with. Pearl Gladiators have got to get them out under 64. That is the key.
So if they make 65, 66 or above and even still lose the match, Pearl Gladiators will not go to the semis. It will be Flying Oryx. So those 19 runs are the key now. Well, for Stormers, of course, they need to win the match at any cost, by any margin, to go to the semis.
They see the co-owner of the Pearl Gladiators. This is Babita Bagga. She'll be pretty happy the way her team has done.
And very unexpectedly so, Ravi. When this inning started, it looked a little difficult for the bowling team, but it's very much possible now.
But if you had a word with Sami, I had a chance to speak to him in the torch as well as the dugout chat. He was very confident that his team can do the needful. Again wide. Those could come back to hurt the side. Each extra given away is putting the team in trouble.
And bringing a smile on the faces of Flying Oryx players, Ravi. They will hope that this team quickly gets a magical figure of 65. That's the last wicket. That's the last wicket. Look at the commitment. Look at the wicket keeper. Faisal Javed Khan. Look at that. Safest pair of hands. Pulled away. This is maximum. Yes, it is one of the longest sixes today. Much required boundary for Heat Stormers. And the happiest team is right now Flying Oryx.
Well, I think Oryx would be celebrating the loudest because that margin of victory is coming down. Lands in the VIP area. So just 10 more runs to play. That's how close it's getting for Pearl Gladiators. Hanging in there by the skin of the teeth. Need to restrict Heat Stormers under 64.
So 6 and a boundary will say bye-bye to Pearl Gladiators. They need 2 wickets. 9 is the margin now. All of them know this. Under 64 is the equation. And 39 from 20 deliveries, Ravi, is very tough with 2 wickets in hand. So the team with the best chances of qualification is Pearl Oryx, Flying Oryx right now, surprisingly.
This over from Philip Joseph has proved expensive. He's got a wicket, but those wides have come back to hurt and also been slammed for a 6 by Gayan Buddhika. Raja Amir now on strike. Can Philip put back? Oh, another one goes down. Mehran Khan it is. She can't believe it. 2 catches dropped in the last 2 overs.
And a 6 given as well. This catch would have meant only 1 more wicket for Pearl Gladiators to reach the semis. You've done so well so far. 2 run outs, a great catch. And now, this. Philip cannot believe. When the margin of error is so minute, you cannot make the minutest of the mistakes.
Gayan Buddhika. Last delivery of this over. Dances down, high in the air. 2 men getting under it. And this time, no mistake by Mukhtar. There is still more drama left. Mukhtar couldn't pouch the last one, but this time he made absolutely no mistake.
Are you a fan of Sherlock Holmes movies and novels? Well, this is better than that. Much, much better than that. A lot of suspense, lot of drama still left. 9th wicket gone. 56 is the score. And the Pearl Gladiators need to restrict the opponents under 64. Just 1 more wicket, Ravi. This is getting more and more interesting now.
7 for Buddhika, 56 for 9 Heat Stormers. Spring in the step for the Pearl Gladiators side. Fighting for survival. At one point it looked like the target of 94 may not be good enough to defend. But I must commend Mohammad Sami for his confidence. He said, whatever we score, we will do our level best to defend that. And that's exactly what he has done. He's shown the way with those first 3 deliveries, which were just peaches.
And if this team wins, Ravi, for me at least, Sami is man of the match. For his great captaincy and for his exceptional bowling. 9 for 2. Sami's figures.
And more than that, that fear that he set among the batsmen with those outswingers starting on the middle stump and moving away. Mukhtar this time making no mistake. He had made a mess of the previous one that came his way.
Dropped catch followed by a taken catch. So last pair of batsmen on the crease, Owais and Amir. Pearl Gladiators need to restrict them under 64. If the score is 65, Gladiators are out from the hunt, and Flying Oryx and Heat Stormers will be left in the race.
So the table toppers, Swift Gallopers, still don't know who they are playing.
Well, right now, Owais in the middle, and right now, the 2 teams which look absolutely favourite to reach the semi-finals are Gladiators and Oryx. Heat Stormers need 37 runs of 17 deliveries to qualify, with the last pair in the middle.
That is the key. Last pair in the middle.
Out of it. Is it over? Yeah. Oh, drop! My God! Another twist in the tail. A dropped catch. Had that been taken, and then a 3rd run. Wicket keeper is asking, "Mujhe ball do." It's 60 for 9. A 6 from here on will seal the doors for Pearl Gladiators.
If the earth could open up, Philip Joseph would definitely like to dive in. Philip Joseph, the man who came under the ball. Easy catches, 2 attempts, missed it. And then the throw at the non-striker's end was not collected by Nadeem. Backup not there, and there again the ball coming in, but at the wrong end. So everything happening. Run out missed, catch dropped, 34.
Is there any other twist left in the game? Well, for Stormers, practically it's very, very tough to win the match because the Gladiators need just one good delivery. But when will that come? Before 64 or after 64, Ravi? That is the key.
That is going to be the key. Need to stop them under 64. Oh, there goes the chance for the Gladiators. That boundary will do it.
So Flying Oryx players must be jumping with joy now. It's Bhangra time in the camp of Flying Oryx, provided Stormers do not win this match. Okay, one more run required. We have been updated. Ravi, if a wicket falls now, well, what will happen then?
Well, that's why you say the margin is the skin of the teeth. This catch dropped by Philip Joseph. That has cost them dear. There you see 2 grabs at the cherry, but could not complete the catch. One more run. And that is going to do it for the Gladiators. So, Pearl Gladiators.
So,
Flying Oryx have started unpacking their bags and cleaning their bats.
Absolutely, Ravi, because 29 runs are gettable, but very, very tough for the last pair of 13 deliveries. If they get it, well, kudos to them. They will reach the semi-finals. If Heat Stormers lose from here on, both the teams are out. Flying Oryx will play the semis. Can you believe that? A boundary. Stormers are still in the hunt. Amir is telling us that.
The margin has come down to 25 now. 8 overs gone, 69 for 9.
How many twists in this tale we have seen tonight? Heat Stormers, still the dull face is there.
Well, they can't blame somebody else. It is themselves to blame. This is the boundary that knocked Pearl Gladiators out of the semi-final reckoning.
So Pearl Gladiators now out of the contention for the semi-final spot. Heat Stormers need 25 runs in 12 deliveries. If they do so, they are through. If they do not, it's Flying Oryx who will play tomorrow.
Pearl Gladiators had nobody else but themselves to blame. Absolutely. 3 catches dropped in the last 2 overs. One by Sami. One by Mukhtar and one by Philip Joseph.
And the worst being by Philip Joseph, Ravi. They were 60 for 9. That catch, she is still smiling. That's good to see.
She's the joint owner of the Pearl Gladiators, but she can afford to smile. Her team fought hard. Pearl Gladiators have just put themselves out of the reckoning. This time over will pick up at least 2. Heatstormers continue to fight. Flying Oryx would now be cheering wholeheartedly to the for the Pearl Gladiators now.
Mr. Sajjad Chaudhary, one of the lead organizers with the one of the co-owners of Falcon Hunters, maybe discussing the strategy for tomorrow. Last pair in the middle, 22 required of 10 deliveries. If they fail to do so, Flying Oryx will play tomorrow. Gladiators dropped that catch when the score was 60. They dropped a spot of the semi-finals. Hit straight into the stands. Stormers are still very much alive in the game.
Six number 142. The game has come back to life because the last pair refuses to give in. 78 meters at 6.
That is the third 6 of the innings. And this partnership, the last wicket partnership, is worth 22 of 9 deliveries. When top order could not do anything, it's a tail-enders. It's a last pair that is keeping the team in the hunt. A couple of more 6s and it's very much alive. Oh, it's over! It is over for the Heatstormers. It is over for the Pearl Gladiators. And it is Flying Oryx. The team that lost today will play tomorrow in the semi-finals. Can you believe that? Gladiators have won the game by 15 runs. So Flying Oryx reach the semi-finals. Yes. So we have the latest info for you. Flying Oryx will play Swift Gallopers in the second semi-finals. Can you believe that? Can you believe this suspense, this drama? Gladiators won the game, but it is not good enough to take them to the semi-finals. They could have reached had Philip Joseph taken that catch. Sad faces tell you the tale.
So the semi-final lineup all done and dusted thanks to this wicket. And in the first semi-final, it will be Desert Riders versus Falcon Hunters. And in the second semi-final, table toppers Swift Gallopers will face off with Flying Oryx, who have qualified with 3 points and a better net run rate than the Pearl Gladiators. Pearl Gladiators need to bowl Heatstormers out 64. And certainly they had their chances. That one dropped catch by Philip Joseph was the one that let the opportunity go by.
And when this inning started, nobody believed that the Gladiators had any chances. But the way they bowled, especially Mohammad Sami, who led from the front, took 2 wickets, followed by 2 from Mehran Khan, 2 runouts. Well, Philip Joseph will not be able to sleep tonight for sure. Yes, there he is. That is the emotions for you. That is the game of cricket for you. It can be cruel at times. Philip Joseph, when everybody thought that his team is out of the contention, suddenly they were well within the range, well within the reach of the semi-finals. And one drop catch from this guy, Philip Joseph. Look at that. That's the last wicket. Philip Joseph took the last wicket. He wanted to celebrate, but then he realized this victory was not good enough for them.
What drama, what suspense. Team that wasn't in action benefited, Flying Oryx, but Philip Joseph just can't believe himself. What a miss it was for him. Neither can Talal Ahmed, was made the captain after Manpreet Goni opted out of today's game because of a side strain. That's how
Crowd have had their fill, getting their share of selfies as
No break, continue. Yeah.
celebrations in the stands and trying to get their thing. So this is how the Heat Stormers finished 78 all out in 8.4 overs.
27 for Rafi and 18 for Amir. Look at those figures. Philip Joseph took 3 wickets, dropped 1 catch, dropped the match. But excellent figures by Mohammad Sami. 2 overs, 9 runs and 2 wickets. Mehran Khan also took 2 wickets. Was a bit expensive. That's a summary. Pearl Gladiators made 93. Heat Stormers were all out at 78. Gladiators win the match by 15 runs. But both the teams knocked out from the league stage.
Gladiators winning by 15 runs, not good enough. The 2 points to get them through to the knockout rounds. Now, that is how it all unfolded. And 3 catches in 2 overs dropped by the Pearl Gladiators. And the third of them, this is the most expensive of the 3. The one dropped by Philip Joseph. The first one, Sami, then Mukhtar. Those were the 2 catches before that. And we'll join Anu for the post-match presentation.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the presentation ceremony. And after this neck-to-neck war, definitely it is the moment for Pearl Gladiator. And man of the match from Pearl Gladiator is Sohaib Maqsood, who scored 36 runs in 24 balls. Many congratulations, Sohaib. To do the honors, I have Mr. Al-Kuwari, President QCA, and Ms. Babita, official representative of Pearl Gladiator.
Good job with those ultras, Jyoti.
Well, Sohaib, congratulations. हालांकि अनफॉर्चुनेटली आप इतना बढ़िया खेलने के बाद भी सेमीफाइनल के लिए क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाए, लेकिन जिस तरह से आज टीम फॉर्म में थी, देयर वाज सम एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी. व्हाट वाज द सीक्रेट?
I don't think we played good throughout the tournament, but when we scored 90 odd runs, we had the target that if we get them out under 64, but unfortunately we missed the catches. Otherwise we would have been in the semi-finals from nowhere. But it's a luck game. I think the last position goes to a lucky team, whether it would have been them, us, or Oryx. But they've got a chance now.
Yes, definitely. This is what everybody was watching, and there was a bit of disappointment. 3 crucial catches, right, which unfortunately players missed. But still, the best part is that at least you tried your best, and the kind of energy which was there on field today, it was something very much appreciable. So, best of luck for the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, both the teams, they tried their hard, but I think sometimes there's a luck factor which plays a bigger role. Unfortunately, both of the teams are out from semi-finals, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you now, the semi-final which the teams will be playing together is, first semi-final is at 6:30 p.m. local time, which will be between Desert Riders and Falcon Hunters. And the second match, which will start at 9 p.m., will be played between Swift Gallopers and Flying Oryx. So yes, Flying Oryx is the team who got this benefit. Anyways, this is all from the presentation ceremony. Back to commentators. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anu. Well, those are sad faces. The man of the match award will not bring any joy to his face. But, well, you win sometimes, you learn sometimes. And this is now official. Semi-final 1 will be played at 6:30 p.m. local time between Falcon Hunters and Desert Riders. We'll start our coverage at 6:25 p.m. Qatar time. And now, finally, we have got our 4th semi-finalist. Swift Gallopers, the team of Kamran Akmal, will face Flying Oryx at 9 p.m. local time. And our coverage will start at 8:55 p.m. Please join us tomorrow as well. Thank you so much. Good night. Shubh Ratri. Shabba Khair.
riders. And it's gonna be a good match. Both teams like they are perfect to play, and they have good sides both on. The boys are rested up well today. Unfortunately we are lucky enough to have the rest today, so everyone they are prepared.
वो बोल दो पहले ही कर लेंगे आजाद नहीं यार भाई पीछे ना दरवाजे से कैच इट अब अजीब यार तेज क्यों कर रहे हो यार
Riders. And it's gonna be a good match. Both teams like they are perfect to play. Boys are rested up well today. Unfortunately we are lucky enough to have the rest today, so
वो बोल दो पहले ही कर लेंगे आजाद